Okay. This is the textbook we're working on, and right away I'm about to delve into exercise 5. I'm about to dive into exercise 5.17. Okay, which is on page 216, and it is the last exercise here at the bottom. Okay, so this is the pyramid we've got to come up with, and I've already given a solution. I've already given a solution from student A's perspective. However, that doesn't necessarily mean that the solution I gave was lame compared to the one I'm about to show you guys. Okay, so what I've already done is to create a scanner, prompt the user to enter number of lines, and then I've validated that input because the problem was specific that we only want to work with a number between 1 and 15. That is to say, we will only want to have 1 to 15 number of rows, or rather lines. Okay, so let's get on to the core of the problem on hand. So the very first thing we're gonna have is a loop that actually starts from the top up to the bottom. So, and the variable responsible for that is called row, and we will initialize it to 0. Okay, we keep doing whatever we are about to do while row is less than number of lines, and then we increment our row. Nothing confusing so far. Okay, now what I wanna do is, I want you guys to know that we're taking the middle column as the column of reference. Okay, so what I will simply do right now is to deal with columns, but I will use a different approach. Okay, so check this out. I'll simply go int column is equals to, here's the deal, I will initiate this to negative number of lines. Okay, yeah, that should be it. I thought it's gonna be +1. No, that should be it. So it's gonna, now I wanna go column is less than, I wanna check if column is less than number of lines. It's like I'm going from minus n to positive n, where n is nothing else but the number of lines given by a user. Okay, so column, I'll increment my column. Okay, so what we know is we wanna first deal with the first row, and it's a special row because it only has one number. So what I'll do is I'll go if column is equals to -1 and the row equals to 0, then we know that I'm dealing with the first row. Okay, and what we can do is okay, forget about that. Let me continue. I don't want to create any confusion. Okay, so here's what I'll do. I'll simply go system.out.print. I'll simply go system.out.print row plus 1 because we are in row 0, so I want to print 1. And then I want to break. Okay, that's the first case though. We still have got to deal with the next line. So here's what I'll see. Deal with other rows such as this one here, right? Okay, now I wanna put my else. Okay, so here's the deal. Right now, on this condition I'm about to write, we are concerned with other rows. So the inner loop I'm about to write is active for the 3 numbers only in this example here. There is 2, 1 and 2. Okay, however, it treats the numbers to the left of 1 as negative numbers inclusively, including 1. Okay, when it prints though, it prints them as negative. Okay, for instance, let's take this. You see this line here? Oh, in fact, I don't even need to copy them. We've got 5 on this row. On the third last row, we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So basically, we're starting from 5. So what I'm trying to say is, or rather, what my algorithm will do will be to treat all the numbers to the left of 1, starting from 5 all the way up to 1 itself. It will treat them as negative. However, when they are displayed, they're gonna be displayed as positive numbers. Okay, and if none of that makes sense to you, it's understandable. It will in a moment. Okay, so let me continue with my loop. Okay, so in fact, it's not a loop, it's a condition. Damn, I'm used. I don't know, maybe I've worked with loops a lot in a way that I can no longer get rid of them on my mind. Okay, so it's so the condition is if row is not 0, and of course row won't be 0 here, but I'm just putting that condition anyway. I know you might make an argument that it's unnecessary to do so. In fact, it is unnecessary. Let me get rid of it. I'm just that I'm used to making sure that things are precisely put, especially conditions. Okay, so while column is greater than or equals to minus row minus 1. Okay, and there's a big and there, and column is less than or equals to row plus 1, and column is less than or equals to row plus 1. If those two conditions are met, then we know that we gotta deal with the numbers to the left and then the numbers to the right. So deal with numbers on the left hand side of middle one. Okay, so I'll simply go if column is less than 0. I told you guys before, we treat our numbers to the left as negative numbers, or perhaps column in that case is negative. Okay, but there's something else we want to think about, and that is the fact that there are some spaces that precede all the numbers on each and every one of our columns. Okay, so these are the spaces I'm talking about, so we don't want to neglect them. Okay. Woo! Okay. So how are we gonna go about dealing with them? Okay, I'll simply say if column is not equals to -1, system.out.print will simply print math wanna print the absolute value of column. Again, it goes back to what I just said, that even though we treat numbers on the left hand side of the middle one, when it comes to printing them, we print them as positive numbers. That is precisely what we're doing on this line. Concatenate that with, again, I'm using \c for the sake of avoiding weird outputs. Okay. Okay, right now wanna deal with the numbers on the right hand side of middle one. So it's gonna be else if instead of a less than sign I've gotta use greater than. And then I've gotta simply, we know these are the positive numbers, so I'll simply display column as opposed to its absolute value. Even if I display its absolute value, it won't make a difference. Okay, so now let's go to the last condition, and this the part I'm about to write is responsible. In fact, let me write it down. Responsible for displaying all necessary spaces. That's exactly what I wanted to write. Okay, in fact, I've had enough with typing. Let me simply put that right there, then get rid of that. Once I'm done doing that, I'm gonna have to go to the next line, because this right here is my inner loop. Okay, one sec, folks. Okay, as I was saying, we wanna go to the next. Line now. Oh, just so you know, folks, I'm selling ice cream here, so sometimes people, they pop up out of the blue. Of course, they're expecting my attention, so I cannot ignore them because I'm the one who started this whole thing in the first place. Anyways, let's continue. Yeah, that should be pretty much it. Folks. This is our outer loop. So let me hit the run button and see what we get. Again, I'm no machine. I make errors, so expect one. Let's try 7. Of course, in the near future, we'll try something else too. Seems like it worked. I don't know how. How come the last 7 isn't here? Can anyone tell me what could I possibly have missed? Now I'm thinking about a song. Okay, I'll figure that out in a sec. Honestly, folks, I'm freaking exhausted, to be honest, you guys. And I don't think I can be able to figure this shit out. What is it that I missed? You see, this 7, the 7 there is missing. I mean, the 7 next to the 6 on the last row is missing. But I think you can figure that out on your own. But let's try something else, something like 5. You see, it seems like the last element, or rather number, doesn't get displayed. Let's try something like 4. Again, this very same thing applies here. Honestly, I am not gonna go through this program because I didn't write. I wrote it about an hour ago and I read it through. And right now, since I've been working with other problems too, it's like I'm having a headache, so I cannot go through this problem, try to figure out what is it I missed. But it has to be something very tiny. Folks, that should be it for this tutorial. I guess it's gonna be one of those solutions you might ignore if you want to. Okay, I'm gone for now.